we have discussed that how Alfred Wegener theory that was discarded by many post-drift studies. Means altogether, Alfred Wegener, he has given, no doubt he has given the evidence also, but what sort of reason he has given, that because of because of two forces, there is a drift in different form. So these were pole pulling force and tidal force. So what argument he has given about this pole pulling force and tidal force? Other geographers, they again criticize that these both the forces are not sufficient for the drift of the continents. उनका ये मानना था कि ये जो दोनों फोर्स हैं, पोल पुलिंग फोर्स जो है, that is we can say on the or due to the gravitational force which is created by rotation of the earth. तो ये जो पोल पुलिंग फोर्स है एंड टाइडल जो फोर्स है, ये दोनों के दोनों अगर कंबाइन हो जाएं, then also that is not sufficient that they can drift or they can have a drift in the continents. So this is the main reason why the Wegener theory that was discarded. And one more another reason for that, Wegener has taken the evidence from the, you can say, continents only, in the form of flora and fauna and even different type of rocks. ये जो different rocks जो इसने ली थी, या फिर flora and fauna जो इसमें evidence के रूप में लिया था, that were from, you can say, continent part. उन्होंने ocean part को बिल्कुल consider नहीं किया था, because up to that time people were thinking that oceanic floors are flat, but that was not true. So these type of theory that came during the or after the Second World War. Second World War के बाद में ये सारी theories आई थी, जिन theories के basis पे Wegener, Alfred Wegener, the continental drift theory that was discarded. Or in another sense, that Wegener was told that you should have some more discoveries in your theory. So some other information also we have discussed yesterday, and that were in the form of conventional current theory. Conventional current theory that was given by Arthur Holmes in 1930s. Arthur Holmes ने ये theory दी थी, that was conventional current theory. ये क्या होती है? Conventional current theory क्या होती है? We should know that asthenosphere, that is the upper part of mantle, which is having molten material, which is almost moving here and there because of pressure. So because of that movement of molten material, there is a difference in the temperature in magma. Somewhere it is having less temperature, somewhere it is having more temperature. So because of that molten material is moving into circular motion. उस circular motion में जब move करता है, so in that process conventional currents are that is produced in that upper part of molten, or that upper part of that mantle, or in other sense we can say in the lithosphere. So lithosphere altogether, that is a you can say consisting crust and another part is upper part of mantle. तो ये जो lithosphere के अंदर इस टाइप की ये जो conventional current जो create होती है, वो current जो है वो मान सकते हैं, वो हम मान सकते हैं कि जो हमारी इसमें drift पैदा करता है. So ये जो theory थी conventional current की, that was given by Arthur Holmes in 1930, ये एक theory थी जिसके वजह से Wegener theory that was discarded. Then another theory.
Sir.
Yes, Anil.
सर वो टेस्ट अभी ले लो सर, बाद में मेरे कहीं पे जाना है।
कोई बात नहीं, जाओ, पढ़ाई तो कोई जरूरी नहीं है, जाना हो तो जाओ, कोई कोई समस्या नहीं।
सर टेस्ट के लिए कह रहा था मैं।
हाँ, तो टेस्ट बाद वाले में टाइम कम होता है, उसमें फिर ये पहले सेशन में ज़्यादा टाइम वेस्ट हो जाता है। एंड आई वांट टू कवर सम पार्ट ऑफ आवर सिलेबस आल्सो इन दिस सेशन। बाद वाले में तो हार्डली यू विल टेक 10 to 15 मिनट्स। सो बाद वाला सेशन हम टेस्ट के लिए इसलिए रख रहे हैं क्योंकि उसमें टाइम कम वेस्ट होता है। देयर इज वी आर हैविंग मोर टाइम इन फर्स्ट सेशन। अनिल, यू कैन गिव एनी टाइम, नो प्रॉब्लम। जाना है तो जाओ, कोई नहीं, दैट वर्क इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट दैट यू कैन गो। तो ये लिंक मैं भेज दूंगा, एनी टाइम यू कैन गिव दैट टेस्ट, ओके, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम। ऑल राइट। So the next theory, that was mapping of ocean floor. So as I said earlier it was believed that oceanic floor are flat, but no, that was wrong, because that up to that time there was no technology with the scientists that they can reach up to the oceanic floor and they can come to know about the floor condition, what type of floor condition is there. So in that way, after the Second World War, again the technology developed and scientists they could have that discovery, and they have mapped the oceanic floor. And what they find, that different type of hills and ridges and even trenches are there on the oceanic floor. That means that oceanic floor is not flat. That was you can say argued by Wegener. Wegener ने ये बताया था कि that oceanic floor that is flat, and he has not even taken any sort of evidence from oceanic floor. But after that discovery, or after that mapping of oceanic floor, it was found that that floor is not flat. It is having lot of, you can say, relief features, and that is submerged into water, no doubt in that. So ये जो deep trenches थी, mountain ranges थी, and even ridges जो थी, ridges in the sense कि छोटी छोटी पहाड़ियाँ और बड़े बड़े माउंटेन एंड ट्रेंचेस जो खड्डे टाइप में थे, these were the features they could see in the oceanic floor. And in the mid of that ridges, इसको oceanic mid ridges बोल सकते हैं, there now and then the volcanic eruptions that were erupted time and again. जो mid oceanic ridges जो थी on the oceanic floor, that were having some sort of volcanic eruption, and in that we can again analyze the rocks age. उसमें जो rocks की age थी, these were becoming after the solidifying of lava that was erupted in the mid of oceanic ridges under the oceanic floor. तो वहां पर जो मैग्मा निकलता था after solidifying or after depositing, that rocks were quite young if we compare with the continental rocks. तो इससे भी एक तरह से इसकी जो थ्योरी थी, वैगनर की थ्योरी, वो डिस्कार्ड हो गई थी, क्योंकि वैगनर ने क्या बताया था कि अलग अलग कॉन्टिनेंट्स में जो एज ऑफ rocks है, that is same. We have discussed in the Brazil and you can say साउथ अफ्रीकन कॉन्टिनेंट के जो कंट्रीज हैं, उनकी जो रॉक्स की जो एज देखी थी, दैट वर सेम एज पर द वैगनर थ्योरी. बट हियर आफ्टर द मैपिंग ऑफ ओशियनिक फ्लोर, दैट rocks available in the mid of the oceanic ridge, that were quite young then if we compare with the continental the rocks. तो ये भी उसकी थ्योरी यहाँ पर फेल हो जाती है. देन इन अनदर theory, and in another theory, that is a oceanic floor configuration. जो oceanic floor का जो configuration है कि उसमें क्या क्या चीजें हैं, that also that came to know by mapping of oceanic floor. So the configuration of oceanic floor that was divided into major three parts. उसमें सबसे पहले मान सकते हैं कॉन्टिनेंटल मार्जिन्स होते हैं, कॉन्टिनेंटल मार्जिन्स एंड अबिशल प्लेन्स होते हैं, देन मिड ओशनिक रिजिज होते हैं. So these are the three part of that oceanic floor configuration. In that we will see that oceanic और continental margins क्या होते हैं. So that is the area between continental and ocean. Ocean और continental जो प्लेन होता है उसके बीच का जो एरिया, where we can see that some sort of beaches, जो बीच का एरिया होता है, जो कोस्टल एरिया होता है, some part of continents that is submerged into water, that part is known as continental margin. और उस continental margin में क्या क्या होते हैं, उसमें some sort of trenches भी होते हैं, some sort of ridge भी होती हैं, and even उसकी जो continental shelf भी होती है, continental shelf, then ridges and even trenches. ये पार्ट इसके कॉन्टिनेंटल मार्जिन के ओशियनिक फ्लोर पे देखे जा सकते हैं. सो इन द नेक्स्ट पार्ट वी कैन से अबिशल प्लेन. अबिशल प्लेन्स क्या होते हैं, दैट इज बिटवीन दैट कॉन्टिनेंटल मार्जिन एंड मिड ओशियनिक रिजेस. दीज आर द थ्री कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. तो इसमें बीच का जो हिस्सा होता है दैट इज नोन एज अबिशल प्लेन्स, बिकॉज इफ वी see that some depression area that is there in under the oceanic floor. जो oceanic floor है वहाँ पर कुछ depression का भी area होता है जहाँ पर the sea और oceanic water is quite deep. And in that area also whatever sediments and even dust particles are just brought by the water that is get deposited in the depressed area. जो खड्डे होते हैं जिनमें डिप्रेशन का जो एरिया होता है वहां पर ये सारे मटेरियल जमा हो जाते हैं, जिनको हम एबिशल प्लेन बोलते हैं, which are between continental margin and the mid oceanic ridges. Now comes mid oceanic ridges. अगर mid oceanic ridges की बात करें, so that is in between the oceanic floor. जो oceanic floor है उसके बीच के अंदर there is some sort of you can say part from where molten material is almost erupted now and then. जो mid oceanic ridges होते हैं वहाँ पर mostly or even frequently molten material is erupted in the form of volcanic eruption. तो वहाँ पर हम मान सकते हैं कि during that process when volcanic eruption is there and that lava or magma is spreading all over the nearby areas in the mid oceanic ridges, वहाँ पर जो मैग्मा जो निकलता है और वो बाद में फैल के लावा बन जाता है and that is again get deposited after solidifying, वो ठंडा होके वो पूरा का पूरा एरिया फैल जाता है. तो वो जो एरिया होता है that is known as mid oceanic ridges, जहाँ पर जो rocks होती हैं, these rocks are quite young if we compare with the far away area in the mid oceanic ridges. ये जो एरिया है that is spreading the floor of oceans in this way. So ये इसके configuration हो गया ocean floor का, that is having three part, continental margin having again three part, continental shelf, then ridges and that is trenches. Then comes abyssal plain, जो कि काफी depressed area जो होता है उसमें deposits जो होते हैं वो deposits होने के बाद plain बन जाता है, वो बोलते हैं abyssal plains. And then mid oceanic range where mostly molten material magma is erupted frequently and it is spreading all over the area near the mid oceanic region. Then comes distribution of earthquake and volcanoes. So this is also one part of this chapter, that what is the distribution of earthquake and volcanoes. So for that you refer that on the page number 33, one figure is given, figure 4.2, that is shown the distribution of earthquake and volcano. Then if you will see that if you are having right now, you can open your book, page number 33. Are you having the book? You should have. So open the book, page number 33. In that you can say big dots, big black dots. These are known as hot spot, where molten material, that magma is mostly, that is coming out in these areas. Mostly these hot spots are lying in oceanic area, and some hot spots are also available in continental areas also, or in the continents also. So these are the you can say large, you can say black spot known as hot spot. In these hot spot, mostly molten material, magma is coming out now and then, or you can say frequently. Then again, in that one chain is there, making small black spot, or made by small black spot. That chain is again that volcanic eruptions. That chain is having some sort of volcanic eruption in these particular small black holes, which are making some sort of chain, जो chain बनाते हैं. Then comes another light spot, light black spot. वो जो light black spot होते हैं, वो क्या indicate करते हैं? That is earthquake areas. और वो एक बहुत बड़ी चेन बनाते हैं, that you can say in the lower part of that figure. ये जो नीचे की जो पार्ट, वो हिस्सा है, उसमें एक चेन बनती है, which is crossing that Pacific Ocean also, and even Atlantic Ocean also, and finally it is going towards Indian Ocean. तो ये जो चेन है, that is having light, you can say dark spot, which indicate that is earthquake plain area. Then the dense earthquake plain area or high risk plain area, that is shown by the black band. जो black band होते हैं, वो इसमें शो कर रखे हैं. That is, we can say that high risk of earthquake zone. इसमें एक ring of fire भी बनी है in the Pacific Ocean. वो एक ring of fire है where mostly earthquake and volcanic eruptions are frequently occurring. So this is the distribution of volcanoes and earthquakes. Then comes the theory, that concept of sea floor spreading. Sea floor spreading की जो theory that was given by Hash in 1961. That was another geographer. इसने ये जो concept दिया था, that is of sea floor spreading, that how sea floor is spreading all over the area in that particular oceanic floors. So that theory that was given by Hash in 1961. What he has given that argument, that there is a constant that volcanic eruption in the mid-oceanic range. जो मिड ओशनिक रीजेस होती हैं, वहाँ पर continuously volcanic eruption होता है. So that molten material is spreading all over the area in the oceanic floors. So that is the spread of oceanic floors as per the theory of Hash in that he has given in 1961. So ये हम मान सकते हैं कि इसकी थ्योरी के कुछ पॉइंट्स हैं that are given in the book itself. It was realized that from the mid-oceanic ridges, volcanic eruptions were common, and volcanic eruptions में जो magma निकलता था, वो चारों तरफ फैल जाता था. In that way, there was a spread in the oceanic floor, और वो धीरे-धीरे oceanic floors काफी बढ़ते रहते थे, चौड़े होते रहते थे. Then in that case, after the solidifying of that lava, जो magma निकल के lava बनता था, उसमें जो rocks बनती थी, after cooling down, वो जो rocks होती थी, that rocks were having some sort of different feature than continental rocks. ये जो oceanic mid-oceanic ridges से जो lava निकलता था, वो उससे जो rocks बनती थी, वो rocks जो होती थी, उनकी जो features थी, वो features कॉन्टिनेंटल जो रॉक्स होती हैं उनकी पिक्चर से अलग होती थी। तो ये भी एक पिक्चर थी जिसने वैगनर थ्योरी को डिस्कार्ड किया था। अब इसमें थर्ड पॉइंट क्या दे रखा है कि दैट rocks which are found near the mid-oceanic ridges in the oceanic floor, these were quite young if we compare with the continental ridges or even the you can say area which is far away from mid-oceanic ridge. तो ये जो एरिया जो होता था इसके अंदर जो रॉक्स होती थी इन द मिड ओशनिक रिज, वहां पर जो रॉक्स थी वो क्वाइट यंग इफ वी कंपेयर विद द अदर रॉक्स। इसके अलावा वहां पर जो सेडिमेंट्स ओशनिक फ्लोर पे जो सेडिमेंट्स जमा होते थे उनसे भी जो रॉक्स बनती थी लाइक टीलाइट्स, वो रॉक्स भी दैट वर क्वाइट यंग इफ वी कंपेयर विद द अदर टाइप ऑफ रॉक्स। सो इन दैट केस हम अगर देखें तो ओशनिक रिजिज जो थे वहां पर जो अर्थक्वेक जो थे वो ज्यादा आते थे, वेयर एज जो अपने जो कॉन्टिनेंटल जो पार्ट्स थे वो वहां पर अर्थक्वेक जो थे वो कम आते थे। तो इन दिस वे सम पॉइंट्स आर गिवन इन द concept of sea floor spreading that was given by Hess in 1961. So this also you should learn that how that concept of sea floor spreading that was given by Hess. Then after some time one another theory that was given by three geographers collectively, and that was the plate टेक्टोनिक्स थ्योरी। ये जो सी स्प्रेडिंग जो थ्योरी थी इसके अलावा एक और थ्योरी आई जो कि ये प्रूव करती थी कि भाई वैगनर ने जो बोला या जो सी फ्लोर जो हुआ उसके अलावा एक ये भी थ्योरी है इन दैट प्लेट्स आर मूविंग नॉट कॉन्टिनेंट्स। जो वैगनर ने बताया था कि कॉन्टिनेंट्स जो थे वो पहले इकट्ठे थे और बाद में वो मूव करके अलग अलग हो गए, लेकिन प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स जो थ्योरी थी इसमें कुछ अलग ही बताया गया था, एंड दैट इज अगेन रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एंड इवन एक्सेप्टेड बाय मेनी ऑफ द जियोग्राफर लेटर ऑन। सो ये क्या थ्योरी थी, इसमें मोस्टली क्या बताया गया था कि दैट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी शुड नो दैट दिस थ्योरी दैट वाज गिवन बाय whom। इसमें ये थ्योरी जो दी गई थी दैट वाज गिवन इन 1967 by Mackenzie, that is Parker and Morgan. These were the three geographers collectively they have given this theory of plate tectonics. अब इसमें plate tectonics की theory है क्या? First we should know that what is plate tectonics. So plate tectonics, which is also known as lithosphere plate also. जो plate tectonics है इसका दूसरा नाम क्या है? That is lithospheric plate. It is a massive irregular shaped that is of solid rocks. ये जो plate tectonics है ये क्या है? It is a massive irregular shaped slab of solid rocks. ये जो solid rocks है उसकी एक बहुत बड़ी slab है। Out of these tectonic plate that whole crust is made up of. ये जो प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स हैं इन्हीं से पूरा का पूरा क्रस्ट या फिर हमारा लिथोस्फीयर जो बना है, लेट इट बी इन द कॉन्टिनेंटल साइड और लेट इट बी इन द सी फ्लोर साइड। तो ये पूरा का पूरा जो क्रस्ट एरिया या फिर लिथोस्फीयर का जो एरिया है दैट इज मेड अप ऑफ मेनी मेजर एंड स्मॉल और यू कैन से माइनर टेक्टोनिक प्लेट्स। सो अबाउट देम वी कैन से दैट देयर आर सम 7 मेजर टेक्टोनिक प्लेट्स and some minor tectonic plates. By name we should know, और ये कहाँ पर available हैं that also we should know. So पहली एंटार्क्टिका प्लेट है which is surrounding the oceanic plate also, जो कि पूरा का पूरा ओशन से कवर है, that is एंटार्क्टिका प्लेट। Then comes North American plate. North American प्लेट के बाद में आता है South American plate. Then उसके बाद आता है Pacific plate. Then India, Australia and New Zealand. ये तीनों कंबाइन करके एक प्लेट बनाते हैं, दैट इज इंडिया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया एंड न्यूजीलैंड प्लेट। देन कम्स अफ्रीकन प्लेट and finally seventh is Euro-Asian plate. So these are the 7 major tectonic plates, and even some major plates are also minor plates are also there. इनका नाम है Cocos plate, that is between Central America and Pacific plate. Cocos. Then second one is Nazca plate. Nazca plate, that is coming between South America and Pacific plate. Then comes Arabian plate, जो कि सऊदी अरेबिया का मोस्टली एरिया जो है दैट इज कमिंग अंडर अरेबियन प्लेट. देन कम्स फिलीपींस प्लेट. तो फिलीपीन प्लेट जो है दैट इज बिटवीन एशियाटिक एंड पैसिफिक प्लेट. देन नेक्स्ट वन इज कोरोलाइन प्लेट. कोरोलाइन प्लेट दैट इज कमिंग बिटवीन फिलीपींस एंड इंडियन प्लेट. देन लास्ट वन इज Fuji plate, that is lying northeast of Australia. So these are the different major and minor tectonic plates. Out of these only that whole crust part is made up of. तो ये हम मान सकते हैं कि इन्होंने जो थ्योरी लास्ट में जो तीनों लोगों ने मैकेंजी, पार्कर एंड मॉर्गन ने जो तीनों ने ये थ्योरी दी थी, in that what they have argued, they have advocated that these tectonic plates are moving all together, having some sort of collision, not continents are moving. जो कि वैगनर ने बताया था कि continents मूव करते हैं, but as per this plate tectonic theory, all the plates are moving, not continents. And because of these plate movements, lot of earth movements are created, and because of that only different landforms are being evolved. ये जो सारी landforms हैं, ये टेक्टोनिक प्लेट्स के जो मूवमेंट से ये है, उसकी वजह से है. एंड दीज टेक्टोनिक प्लेट्स आर मूविंग ऑलवेज, लेट इट बी स्मॉल एंड इवन इन लार्ज स्केल, बट दीज प्लेट्स आर मूविंग ऑलवेज. विद दिस वी कैन से दैट अर्थ मूवमेंट्स आर बीइंग created and even lot of that land forms are also being created. So ये जो थ्योरी है प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स की, ये सबसे ज्यादा पॉपुलर हुई है. And even this is accepted right now. Up to now also this is mostly accepted, और ये चल भी रही है. Now we will discuss next part in the next class. That will be little bit you are aware about that. That is the boundary, different boundaries, and even movement of Indo-Australian plate. That we will see in the next class. So now the time is going to be over. Then you can leave the meeting and we will join in the next session. Anil already left, I think. Yes. So now without fail you should join in the next session, and I just sending the link for the test. If you receive, then you can straightway start solving that question. Okay. So you can leave this meeting and wait for the link.